Okay, why did you choose Chicago?
So Chicago, I used to live in Chicago actually. I did junior high school and high school here back in the day, and then came back this fall to record my album. And then the rest is history. I've been recording, and then that word love happened in the meanwhile. So a kind of combination of when you least expected, Chicago said, love is here. So there's your answer.
As we say, a love immigrant.
Yeah.
Yes, but you keep traveling, and recently you were traveling somewhere that where you were inspired your new song, "Dangerous Waters," right?
So yeah, that was the last song. This was actually, I wrote this song last year at the Black Sea. I was part of the Eurovision songwriting camp.
Mhm.
And I remember sitting out at the sea, just looking at the waves. And this theme of dangerous waters just kept, and I was looking into it. I said, what's the Black Sea? Why is it so dangerous? And then this idea of dangerous waters came upon. And I came to Chicago to record it actually. So I ended up recording it here. But funny enough, it's such a relevant song to what's going on today. We live in dangerous waters. So, it's a very sexy song, but it has a lot of a lot of messages underneath.
And as I listen to the song, I see a combination of all of your expertise, all of your music studies, if someone reads your biography,
Yeah.
uh, operatic, modern, electronic, pop, contemporary. And the outcome is, it was quite risky to combine all these, but the outcome is
Yeah.
quite nice to relax, to make you think. Mm, What do you personally think? What do you personally think when you heard the music, when you heard the song, the lyrics?
So when I because I wrote the lyrics too. So as I was writing it, I knew I wanted a bit more of a contemporary pop feel. I said these next few projects of this Porcelain Soldier that I'm doing, on purpose, I'm going down the venue of more pop sound, more fresh, but I'm still mixing, as you're saying, which I'm glad you noticed that all the elements are coming in. So all of the elements are coming into one, but the main for this project particularly is pop. So that's in my mind, everything we're creating. I always say, make sure the pop element is there. I want people to dance and I want people to sing.
Do you find big differences between the European music market and the American market through your experience?
Yes, definitely. And I mean, my thing is, I've been in music for over 30 years, in pop for only 3, 4 years now. So, it's completely different. So I'm still a baby in a way. And coming here to Chicago with my European flavor, it's completely night and day. People hear and they give you suggestions. And I'm like, but I would never do that. And I think that's my European in me where I'm like, I want to sound like that. So yes, it is quite different. And my goal is to bridge it together.
Uh, how do they feel when you bring your European elements, your European proposals to them?
Love it. At first, the first thing is like, when you listen to something and you go, hmm. And I always get that. And I'm like, and then when they see me perform live, it's different because then those elements come live. When you hear them live, you cannot help but dance with it. You hear that flavor, it gets you moving and you don't know why you're moving. But I think that's the power of that European or Eastern European flavor.
When you submitted the Dangerous Waters to your record label, what was their first reaction?
They liked it. It's new, it's fresh. Mm-hmm. So there was two because also the remix got released. And then the regular version is, I always said, this is the calm waters. And then the remix is the dark waters. So that was completely two different markets. And they were two different labels. So the second one was the remix had more interest than the original, which is interesting.
Well, the art of music and the art in general is to get your own message through any kind of art. But what do you want to say to us with Dangerous Waters?
To listen to this, that we all have fears, but there comes a point in your life you must take that risk and jump into the waters. So that's why the underneath back vocals in that go, feeling the rhythm of life, feeling the river of love. Only when you feel and you allow that to go through you, like water. Water never stops. If you're in the stream, that rock, it will find a way and go around. So be like water and take a risk.
Well, I will have to ask. We have the Eurovision 2022 Song Contest in Torino. Did you see it? Do you have
I did.
any comments about the results, about the production, about the show, about everything?
I liked it. It was nice to see it starting going back to normal. I was lucky to see it or be part of it in Tel Aviv. So I felt and experienced the real one. I had my favorites from day one. I said that Chanel, Slow Mo she was my number one. When I saw her perform, I said, okay, this girl has it all. So it was fascinating to watch. Uh, the results, I really thought the UK was going to win. Despite, so that was definitely my top three, but I admit that there's only one song that I'm singing now that the contest is done. What's the one that comes to? It was not on my radar, but Hola mi bebe, cannot stop. I catch myself all the time. So I was like, to me, that's my winner. I always say, what's the one that I'm going to sing all the time? And I heard it once and I said, wow, this gets stuck.
Do you see yourself returning to Eurovision?
Yes.
Well, that faith says more than yes. Says yes soon, maybe.
We'll see. I would do it if my goal as a child was to participate at Eurovision. I got that dream to come true. If and when I do it next, I'm going for the kill. So that's why that smile is there. I will do it with the right song, the right project. And this time when I go, I will go for the kill.
But if you have the chance and you could break any rules, which of the two songs in Eurovision would you choose? The 2021 or the 2021?
Of the ones that I had, the two,
Yes.
I would go with you for that.
Also, I have to ask because on early May, I asked you to make us a reaction video about the American Song Contest.
Mhm.
It was very short, but we didn't get elaborated more. Okay, honestly, what's your opinion about this American version of the Eurovision Song Contest?
To me, it misses the point of what Eurovision is. So, but it's great. I'm loving the fact that we are expanding. We're teaching people, we're educating people. Eurovision is starting to go everywhere. It's very hard and tricky in such a established baby that we have, Eurovision, to represent it in a different country. You have to, my opinion, keep the enthusiasm, expectations, and the way it's done and presented the same. So I understand it's the first year, maybe it will change.
Well, I'm noticing it for a long time now. I'm seeing you, and I need you to tell me, where did you get the necklace? It's amazing.
Necklace? My best friend made it for me and I love it. Usually I don't like such short necklaces, but I saw this V and then on the back of it, it has the two circles. So it's this, we are linked as best buddies. So he made it for me and I love, love, love this.
It's amazing. I'm staring all the time. Yes.
Well, thank you.
It's unique and it's you. It's you. Totally you. You said that you're recording the video clip or the album?
Ooh, a few things going on. So they're in about a week and a half. I'm recording a video clip for the next single. Mm-hmm. The next 4 singles are ready, which completes the Porcelain Soldier project, which is the EP. Mm-hmm. And then I'm focusing on my first crossover projects, which I'm very
on the lyrics video of Dangerous Waters, we saw, of course, Waters. How the video clip will be?
This I'm focusing. So what I've been doing since I came to Chicago, I've been looking at artists. I always try to include something unique. So I found this choreographer that I adore, and I'm giving him freedom to make it a contemporary dance piece. So we're going to share the music through dance. I still haven't decided if I'm going to show up in it or not. Mm-hmm. So that's still in discussion. We're looking at outfits, how to fit it in. But I've gotten a very unique location in Chicago that I'm so excited. I got the rights to go record in it, to videotape. So I think it'll be a very, very interesting. But the main message of this, I can exclusively tell you that the song is called Rhythm. And it's all about, so Dangerous Waters asked you to feel the rhythm. Now you are becoming the rhythm. So in this song, this next step is even more dancey, and I'm going to allow these artists, rather than singing, to continue that and do it through dance expression.
Have you ever felt the need to duet one of your songs with any singer you can imagine?
Yes and no.
Tell me about the yes.
The yes. So, I mean, I have so many singers that I admire and adore. Let's see, my question is from where? Is it from Eurovision? Is it from Pop World?
From your world.
From my world, I feel that Pink and I would sing the crap of any of those songs together.
Wow, I didn't see that coming.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
There is, and we're almost the same age. There's something about her that I find very appealing. And she also is very, very emotional. So I feel that those two voices would be dynamite together.
Besides the Black Sea, is there any other place that inspired you for any song, either released or not?
Many places. So I'm trying to think. Rhythm, the idea for rhythm came in London. So it's, many, many places.
Mm-hmm.
Places, or even I remember Dangerous Waters is not just the Black Sea, it's also the Aegean Sea. You know, it's that last summer with my brother and I, we went to Chalkidiki so many times that I would go for a morning run, just go to the sea. So I'm sure, yes, Dangerous Waters idea came on the Black Sea, but the verses definitely came in the Kalikratia.
Yeah. Kalikratia, yes.
So there you go. That's where the verses, now that I'm going back, that's exactly when the verses for that came.
Do you have one place in the world where you said, I want to go there because I know I will be inspired?
Egypt. I've never been, but I feel that something about that keeps calling me. So I know one day I would love to go experience that.
Can you share with us the best and the worst moment in Tel Aviv for you?
In Tel Aviv, the best moment was, of course, when those 12 started coming in. Nobody knew. None of us were. I mean, I knew that she did such an amazing job. The song was great. None of us were expecting those 12s to just keep going. The worst part of Tel Aviv, we did not see T from Tel Aviv. We were so busy that I was like, oh, we just spent so much time in Tel Aviv. I saw nothing of it. So if anything, I would love to go back, but that's once where success comes. You know, we were so focused doing our job as a team.
And
so
about Rotterdam?
Rotterdam, the separation, you know, we couldn't interact. We couldn't really meet each other. We couldn't hang out. So that was very hard. And then knowing how that is in Tel Aviv, part of me really wished that we could get a chance to do that. The best part was standing on stage after for such a long time not performing, to finally stand on stage, and with all the drama that was going on behind me personally with everything back home, to actually stand and be like, holy smokes, I wrote a song that is explaining the exact situation of what I'm going through. So the fact that I stood and I delivered to what I believe is a very honest, beautiful performance, to me, the rest didn't matter. I was so happy after that performance. So that will go down in one of my favorite moments of performance.
Have you ever discussed representing another country?
I haven't with myself. Yes, I've discussed. Because music has no boundaries. So yes, maybe that's for also the smirk for the previous thing. I would, as an artist, sing for anybody.
If you could have the next representative of your country in Eurovision, what's the top advice that you would give him or her?
Stay in the moment and make the most of it that you can. And do not read comments. Those three.
You're very active, and I guess you're responding to everyone that sends you messages on social media. Is there any message that actually cuts your breath and makes you emotional or even cry?
Yes, and it is Usually the messages of parents or little children who are inspired and in a very, very hard spot, and through my words and music, have the desire to fight and make a difference.
Yes. Well, thank you so much. It's amazing. We will be following you and your music. We will be posting for you and for your music.
Thank you so much.
Who knows? Maybe we see each other in United Kingdom next year.
Maybe. We'll see. Come on, universe.
Oh,
Come
no.
on.
Thank you so much. Have a great evening.
Thank you so much.